All right, for today's workout, we're going to work on our lower body. We're going to be changing directions with some of these exercises. We're also going to incorporate some weighted movements. So if you have a set of dumbbells that you'd like to use, go ahead and grab them and get them ready so we can use those as we get a little stronger today, okay? So the first thing that you're going to start with, we're just doing body weight. But we're going to do a narrow squat and then we're going to step into a wide squat. So it's going to look like this. You're going to go feet in line with your hips for your narrow squat, and you're going to just bend your knees and like you're sitting down, okay? Just a little squat, and then you're going to step wide and evenly distribute your weight on both legs and then do a squat too, okay? You don't have to do a squat all the way down. If it's uncomfortable for you, you can just step and do a little quarter squat. That's totally fine. Okay, we're going to do this 10 times. So we're going to start with our narrow foot position. Ready and go. We're going to little squat. Now step wide, big squat. Come back to center, narrow squat. I'm going to step the other direction this time and big squat. Narrow and big. Good job. Narrow and big. One more time in both directions. And narrow and big. Good. Nice work. Now we're going to do a single leg calf raise, but we're going to just do this by going on our tippy toe of one leg and then using it as like a kickstand, okay? The other leg is the one doing the calf raise, okay? So you're going to come up to your tippy toe on your right leg, and then we're going to be doing the calf raise on our left. Okay, so you're kind of in an off balance position right here. Our upper body staying nice and tall, and we're going to just push through our heels, the ball of our foot, push that heel off the ground. We're going to go 10 times, but we're keeping our weight really light on this tippy toe one, okay? That one is just on vacation. The other leg is doing the heavy lifting, okay? Option to hold on to something if you feel off balance, but that's why we're trying to use our other leg for balance. Last one. Whew. Now we're going to switch sides, okay? So tippy toe, put this leg on vacation. It's just helping us balance. And now we're going to make the opposite leg work. Here we go. Calf raise, up and down, lowering it slowly, landing softly. Our upper body is nice and tight. I'm pulling my belly button to my spine, squeezing my obliques for that upper body balance. Hands out to the side helps, or hands on your hips. Pushing through all your toes, the ball of your foot. Last one. All right. Now go ahead and grab your dumbbells. And what we're going to do is a staggered stance, curl and press. So again, we are throwing our balance off by putting one foot back. So not quite a lunge position, but we are going to be standing in a staggered stance position. I want your feet in line with your hips and your toes pointed forward the whole time, okay? If you feel super off balance, you can widen that stance a little bit for stability, but make sure you're not, you don't have your feet in line with one another because that'll really make you wobbly. So feet in line with your hips is just fine. Okay, a nice big step. And we're going to bicep curl and press and come back down. We're going to do 5 in this foot position and then switch our legs and do 5 more, okay? So evenly distribute the weight on both your legs and soft bend in your knees. Ready and go. Here we go. Press and come down with control. Nice and smooth movements. We're not letting the weight swing. Here's 4 and 5. Good. Switch your feet. And go. Good. Make sure you're staying tall. Don't lean back when you press over your head. Up and down in the same line with those weights. And 5. Good job. Set them down. Shake it out. And we're going to go back to our narrow squat to wide squat. Okay? So starting with that narrow foot position, our feet are in line with our hips. And do a little squat. Take a big step and big squat. Back to narrow. Good job. Shoulders tall. Push your butt back first. Making sure to keep our knees behind our toes. Don't let those knees drive forward. Shoulders tall. We're using our whole foot to help us balance. Let's do one more time through. Here we go. Both legs are working right here. Last ones. Nice. Okay, time for our calf raises. If you'd like to make it more challenging, you can hold one of your dumbbells for added weight. I'm going to try to put less pressure on my foot that's on vacation so that my stance leg is doing more of the work, okay? So that's an option to make it harder as well. You can either hold some extra weight or you could try to lighten the load on your balance leg, okay? Make it a little more tricky balance-wise. Here we go. We're going for 10, okay? And let's go. Up and down. We're not putting a lot of weight. We're not pushing off this kickstand leg, okay? Our weight is on that one leg. 2 more. Going for 10. And 10. Whew. Okay. Switch. And here we go. Push up. And come down slowly. Use all your toes, okay? Don't roll to the outside of your foot or to the inside of your foot. Use all those toes. If you can do this barefoot, that would be the best. But shoes are a great option too. And 9 and 10. Good job. Those were burning. Grab your dumbbells. Get into your staggered stance position. Toes are forward, evenly distributing our weight on our legs. We're doing 5 in this position and then 5 switching our feet. Ready and go. Curl and press up and down in the same line. Our abs are on tight so our body doesn't lean. Up and down. Here's 5. Switch legs. Feet in line with our hips. And go for 5 more. Stay tall, no leaning. Here's 4 and 5. Good. Okay, shake it out. We're going to do another group of exercises right now. Okay, for this exercise, you're just going to use one dumbbell. This is a single leg RDL, but we're doing a little overhead press as well. So you're going to get a little more total body out of this. You're going to stand with your feet in a staggered stance. Your back foot is going to be about the same distance back as your heel of your front foot. You're going to use that leg as like your support system, okay, like a kickstand, but it's going to be like 60-40, okay, as far as your weight distribution. You're going to have the weight in the opposite hand of the leg that's forward. So my left leg is forward right now. I have the weight in my right hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bend forward and push my hips back. I'll stand this way so you can see it better. Push your hips back and then stand up, curl, and press. So I'm going to reach and then bring that weight up over my head, okay? So there's a lot going on there. Once you come here, you might feel like you lose your balance. That's where we engage our core, okay? So squeeze it tight. So here we go. We're going to hinge forward, stand up, push it over your head, and then come back down. Push your butt back and push. Let's do this 8 times, okay? You should feel a stretch in your hamstrings on the bend right here, okay? You're pushing your hips back, keeping your back nice and flat, and push. And then we're catching our balance, right? That overhead press is what's gonna throw our upper body off a little bit. Use your abs. So reach, press. Give me 2 more. Good. Push your hips back and press. Nice work. Switch sides. So switch the leg, switch the weight, okay? So get yourself into that staggered stance. Back foot is just behind the heel, but in line with our hips, okay? 60-40 for our weight distribution, okay? And now push your hips back. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. And push that weight up. Here we go. 8 times. Breathe. Now keep your back flat. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Our upper body locks in tight. Use those abs so we don't tip when you press that weight over your head. Reach your booty back. And 1 more. Breathe. Good job. Go ahead and set that weight down. For right now, we're just going to do side standing leg lifts. We're going to focus on flexing the foot of the leg that's lifting to the side, okay? So we're going to make sure our body stays nice and tall. Hands on your hips or hands out to the side. And then just lift 10 times. Don't let your body tip, okay? I lost my balance there. I'll do a few more. And then I'm going to switch sides. Lift your leg only as high as you can without leaning over. Once you feel like you have to lean over, that's how you know to like stop at that height, okay? Here we go. Other side. Flex that foot, little pulses. Stay tall. And breathing. Squeeze your abs. Ooh, I have 2 more. Good. All right. You should feel that on the sides of your legs right there. Okay. Now we're just going to hit some triceps real quick. So you're going to stand left leg forward, right leg back. You're going to put your left hand on your left leg, lean forward, shoulders angled towards the ground, belly button faces the ground. Pull that weight up, keep your elbow next to your ribs, and kick that back. Straighten and squeeze. We're controlling the weight. We don't want it to swing. We're doing 10, and then we're going to switch sides, switch arms, switch legs. So get yourself into that big step stance, right hand, right leg, chest facing the ground, belly button faces the ground. Pull that weight in tight. Keep your elbow next to your rib cage and kick it back. We're doing this with control. If it feels like you could do this forever, you probably need a heavier weight. And there's 10. Good work. Now we're going to take it from the top with those single leg RDL and overhead press. Okay, so remember our setup for this one is we're standing with our feet in a staggered position, 60-40 weight distribution. Whatever hand is holding the weight, the opposite leg is forward. So right now I have my left leg forward and I'm holding the weight in my right hand. I'm going to hinge forward, push my hips back, stand up, and push that weight up over my head. Keep it going. Come on, 10 times. Reach, push. And notice that when I'm pushing that weight up over my head, I'm doing it kind of quickly, kind of explosive right here, and then controlling it on the way down. Keep your back flat as you hinge forward. Good job. Inhale, exhale, push. Stay balanced. Here's 9. And last one. Good. Switch sides, switch arms, switch legs. Okay, I'm going to stagger stance, right? Your back foot, toe is about the same level as your front foot heel, 60-40 weight distribution. And here we go, hinge forward, push your butt back, reach, and then push that weight up. Here we go, 10 times. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. You want to push back, keeping your back flat. Once you feel like you have to hunch your back to go any further, then that's where you know to stop, okay? Stay flat. You should feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Reach, push. Good. Reach, push. Inhale, exhale. Last 2. We're moving with control the whole time. Good job. Set that weight down. Feel your hamstrings working. All right. Now we're going to do our side standing leg lifts, okay? So we're going to flex our foot, stay nice and tall, and just lift our leg, little pulses, 10 times. Trying not to lean. Keep that foot flexed, toes pointed forward. Don't point them to the sky. Good. Switch. If you start to feel it in your quad, you might be tipping your toes to the sky. Keep them pointed in front of you, okay? And here we go. Push that ankle, your ankle bone sideways if you want to think of it that way. Almost there, come on. 9, woo! And 10. Oh, I lost it. That's how you know you're getting tired. When you lose your balance or start to lose your coordination a little bit, that's a sign of your muscles being a little fatigued, okay? But if we train, then our muscles will have greater endurance. So the likelihood of them getting tired faster will be less, right? Okay, let's finish off with those tricep kickbacks, and then we'll go on to our floor work. So here we go. Left leg forward, left hand on your left leg, leaning forward. Our chest is facing to the ground. Pull that arm in nice and tight. Squeeze your elbow to your rib cage, and then straighten and bend your elbow with control, maintaining that squeeze on your rib cage, okay? Don't let your arms swing. You're doing 10. And good. When you get to 10, switch arms, switch legs. Get yourself set up. Right hand, right leg. Chest faces the ground. And pull that weight up tight. Squeeze your elbow to your rib cage. And kick it back 10 times with control. Really emphasize that squeeze as you straighten your elbow. We're going to 10. Here we go. 9 and 10. All right. Get ready to get on the floor. Okay, time for some floor work. We're going to start in a tabletop position. We're going to be doing what's called bird dogs. So, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Now, this is really going to test your balance. I want you to lift and extend your left leg at the same time you're lifting and extending your right arm. And you're going to try to do this, bring them together, and then straighten them back out again. So the trick is, don't let yourself fall over. Nice and slow. Slow and steady is the best for these. We're going to do 8 on each side. Now, if this isn't working for you and you keep losing your balance, just do the leg or just do the arm. But we're going nice and slow. Now we're switching sides. So we're going to go right leg, left arm. And here we go. Extend. And coming to center. Nice and slow. Stay in control. We're trying not to lean. Our belly button stays pointed to the ground. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, get long. Exhale, crunch. And here's 8. Good. Now we're going to do some mountain climbers. Now I have 2 options for you for this. I know that going on your hands and your wrists can be challenging sometimes, and it kind of makes your wrists ache. So you can go from your elbows as an option, and we're going to just bring our knees in to our lower body, just alternating our feet. So that's your modification if it's not working for you. Other than that, we're in a high plank position and we're just bringing our knees in. We're going to do 10 on each side, keeping our body straight. Again, we're fighting the urge to tip. You can also do this from a chair or a bench or a countertop. Good job. Now we're going to go on our backs. And we're going to extend our legs. And I want you to reach your hands over your head. And then you're going to reach for your toes as you bring one leg up. Now, if that's not working for you, just do the legs. Leave your arms over your head and just do the legs, okay? But try to reach, that way we get a top crunch. Shoulder blades come off the ground as we lift our leg. It's okay if you don't actually touch your toes. Lift. Give me one more each side. One and one. And we're sitting up. Good job. Now we are going to go back to our tabletop position and do those bird dogs again. Okay? So here we go. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're going to extend left leg, right arm, and crunch. Reach and crunch. Get long. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice and slow with these. Pretend like you're balancing a hot cup of soup on your back. And you don't want to spill it. Keep your back nice and level. And there's 8. Switch sides. And here we go. Extend and crunch. Stay in control. Belly button faces the ground the whole time. Reach and inhale. Crunch and exhale. Last ones. Good job. Now we'll go back to those mountain climbers. So here we go. We're going to go high plank position. And bring your knees in. And then put them back out. 10 on each side. Try to keep your shoulders over your wrists, your body nice and flat, so that you're bringing your knees underneath you without raising your butt in the air. Almost there. One more each side. Good work. Time for those toe touches. Turn over onto your back. Extend your legs, extend your arms. And let's do 10 on each side. Ready, go. So lift and lift. So we're getting an upper abdominal crunch and lower abdominal leg lift. It's a 2-for-1 special right here. Remember, option to just do the legs if the upper body crunch is too much for you. We want to exhale on that reach. Inhale when you extend. One more each side. Good job. Now we're all done with our floor work.